All right. So, welcome to another episode of The New Breed. I'm happy to be joined by Logan Cundiff. First off, how's it going? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Excited for this interview because um, we use the new breed as a chance to kind of spotlight the stars that are on the come up. So I'm definitely excited to learn more about you and kind of give the audience an idea of what kind of player you are and all that.
Yes, sir.
Um, So I see that you are class of 24. So that means you're going into your senior year. Like, what's the most exciting thing about being a high school senior?
I'm a junior at the moment. I'm just ready to play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about, I guess,
I'm just ready to play
in
like my
general.
last season with my guys, like the underclassmen. We're cool with them. My teammates, of course, I've been playing with since freshman and eighth grade,
Mhm.
2025 class. We're all really close. I'm just ready to, I miss football. I'm ready to get back on the field.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. So I saw, well, also for me, like I grew up in Boston, not necessarily an area that's known for high school football.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I have moved down to Atlanta, so I do kind of understand a little bit. But I always heard that high school football in Texas, it's like a religion, like nothing you've ever seen. Is that true?
Yes, sir. It's completely true. Like, we have pep rallies for our games and stuff. The whole team, the whole school is there. It's Friday night lights are electric. It's unreal. I get adrenaline rush every time on game day. Like I wake up just ready to go. You run out the tunnel, feels like everybody's looking at you. It's top notch. It's not like any other state.
Yeah, like I said, come from Boston, I completely understand that. So I also see. Well, actually, before we even get onto the field, what's your favorite subject in school?
English.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I just wanted to throw some academics in there as well.
Yes, sir.
uh, so I see, like from your profile, you're a dual threat quarterback. I saw some of your highlights. Now, do you think that being a dual threat quarterback is kind of where like college and the NFL, that's kind of the direction it's going in? Or do you still think that there is a spot for pocket quarterbacks?
It's definitely changed. Like we have the Lamar Jacksons, the Daniel Jones is even a dual threat quarterback, believe it or not. It's taken over a little bit, like the Jalen Hurts in the world, but it's still. It depends on like the offense. Like an Andy Reid offense, like a West Coast, you have a pocket quarterback. Mahomes can move, but he's not a dual threat. Whether like a dual threat quarterback takes shots down the field, hits shots occasionally, but leaves his legs. I think in college is more dual threat because they can just make plays and be electric. I think the NFL is still a little bit more pocket, but the dual threat quarterbacks can still be top guys like Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, guys like that.
All right, so you brought up some quarterbacks there. Now, looking at the NFL as well, what are the quarterbacks that you look at? I'm assuming you're looking at multiple guys for different aspects of your game. So I guess kind of let me know who they are and like what part of their game you're trying to take into your game.
Jalen Hurts for sure. Like I like how he's like laid back. He distributes the football. He has a strong arm. He can make all the throws on the field. He doesn't do too much. I like as our offense is similar to theirs. We'll run the football. We'll take shots, QB run game, RPOs, stuff like that. I like watching him. I like watching Lamar Jackson because I love running football. He's an electric guy. He touches the ball, he might score. I also watch Justin Herbert. He's more of a pocket guy, but he can still make plays, and he executes at a high level in and out like all the time. He doesn't do too much. He's good fundamental, sound quarterback. He doesn't do too much. Makes every throw. Pocket presence is great. He's a great quarterback in my eyes.
Okay, okay. Well, also, who's your team in the NFL?
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna assume that, but I didn't want to assume that.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Not exactly the best end to the season, but I'm not gonna sit here and drive that point home too much.
Next season will hopefully it's better.
Okay. I mean, hey, I'm a Patriots fan. I completely understand about looking towards next season, so
Yes, sir.
I'm right there with you. Uh, well, now looking at, I guess, college. What would be like the most important things for you when you get into that college search about where you might want to play at the next level for you?
I would like somewhere reasonable, like close to home, where I can like, if my parents need to come see me, or I can go home, I can still have access to that. And a school that like truly cares about me, and not just football. I love football, but I mean, there's bigger things in football in life, like your education and even your business pathways. Like I'm in business and marketing. That's bigger than football, and I understand that. I love football, but I also need a school that's not just like, oh, football, football, football. I want it to be about football, but I also need like I understand the bigger picture than football, and I understand like football is life, but it's not real life. Like you're not gonna football will be irrelevant to me in my 40s. Like it's a known fact.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's a great way to look at it. We all love the sport, but like you said, you can't play it forever. So you have to have something to fall back on, or even if you, because we know the percentage of making in the NFL is really small, so you definitely need a plan B in certain
Yes, sir.
cases. I love to hear that you're doing, business marketing, that type of, study. That's really good to hear. Um, so you also said you would like to be, closer to home. That way, if your family wanted to see you and all that. So I'm assuming you were looking to stay in state, or pretty much, or if you did leave the state, like a neighboring state.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Um, all right. So now going back, I guess, towards the NFL, what kind of offense or coach would you love to play for?
Harbaugh, Ravens coach for sure.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Um, I mean, not interesting in the fact that I wasn't expecting that because it's a dual threat. You see what Lamar's done there. It's easy to see that they know how to coach for Lamar and his skill set. I mean, we all know that Lamar is also a free agent. You think
Yes.
you think he's going back to Baltimore?
I think he will because it's a good team and he's a team player, but they're disrespecting him with this whole contract thing. He's a top five quarterback in my opinion. When he's playing and he's electric. When he's won an MVP, he need to pay that man his money. He's earned it and then some. Shouldn't be on a rookie contract.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's going to be definitely one of the biggest talking points of the NFL offseason for sure. Whether or not they give him his money, or if he has to make that tough decision and leave the place that he's known throughout his career so far.
Yes, sir.
Um, so next question it would be: so for you, normal game day, what's your like pregame meal if you have a set one?
So every game day morning, I'll eat chicken minis from Chick-fil-A and some fruit. For lunch, I usually eat Subway or a potbelly sandwich, drinking water all day. In the pregame, we eat either meatball sandwiches or spaghetti and meatballs. Like a high protein, good carb, just great food to eat. Or eat some like sandwiches or something like right before the game as like our team dinner before we go out and play.
All right, yeah. I mean, got to keep the body fueled for all that. So
Yes, sir.
that's definitely good meal plan. And in terms of music, what's your go to music?
Big Scar, Big Avo, Cash Cam, some like Ford rappers. You probably don't know who that is. He's like local guy,
Yeah,
but
I hadn't heard of them.
yes, sir.
Okay, all right. What's the maybe most hostile environment that you've played in so far?
Um, between two, sophomore year when I played against Southlake, my first year starting played against Southlake. It was at our place, but it was electric.
Okay.
And then it'll be that or Braswell. We played Braswell to school in Denton County. We were there opening. They had to build a new stadium. We were there opening game. That game was extremely loud. They came. The news was there. It
Yeah, I
was
can
hard to
imagine.
hear. It felt like they were like on the field. It was loud.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. Especially like you said, opening the stadium, you being the first game there, yeah, that's always going to be a big deal.
Yes, sir.
So let's see. All right, so off the field, what do you like to do when you're not watching game film? You're not watching game film. You're not lifting or anything like that. What do you like to do?
Running track and watching Netflix and playing basketball with my friends and just I love playing Madden. I'll be like, everybody come over, play big Madden tournament. I love doing that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my Madden game up there, so I wouldn't even be as bold as to challenge you right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you say you watch Netflix and stuff. What do you like to watch?
I've watched Outer Banks. I like that show. I'm waiting for the new season to come out. Then I've watched some like scary movies. I'm never really home. I'm always whether I'm doing track, lifting, playing, hang out with my friends, 7-on-7. I'm not really home that much in the off season.
Okay. And okay, you also said you play basketball. What position would you see yourself playing if you played basketball?
I don't even know. I mean, I'm not that good, but I play defense and I'll go get a rebound. I don't know, three.
There's always a spot on the roster for a guy who just plays defense. Those
Yes,
suckers
sir.
no shirt.
I can hit some threes sometimes, not all the time. But I can hit.
See, you just fit in the new mold of the NBA, 3-and-D type of guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell people you're not good. You got a skill set.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So, do you? Oh, okay. I guess I'll kind of get back into the NFL once again. Have you seen the change to the Pro Bowl? Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
I used to. It used to be a little bit more competitive. I don't really. One second.
No, you're good. All right. So you said that.
One second.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hello.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I'm
So
back.
you said. All right. Yeah, no, I understand. You had to get up and move them. It's all good. So you said you used to watch the Pro Bowl. I mean, you heard that they're kind of switching to a flag football format this year. Are you a fan of
Oh,
that,
I didn't
or
know
would
that.
you? Yeah, they're switching to flag football along with the other like skills competition type games. Like, are you a fan of that, or would you rather see the competitive regular game that you liked before?
I would watch a competitive regular game. They're NFL players, not high school kids. I think they should be playing a regular game. And for the entertainment, the NFL, I mean, it's all about like marketing yourself. Nobody's gonna want to go watch a bunch of NFL athletes who they know they're good. Go play touch football. It's not 7-on-7. I've It's the off season. Like the guys who made the Super Bowl aren't playing. They don't really have anything to lose. I feel that they should play a normal game. And I think it should be competitive.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, we'll see because we know the last few years Pro Bowl kind of turned into touch football, so I guess they assume maybe flag football the guys will be more into it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes this year.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so I guess one other question for you. Looking at the playoffs, I'm sure you've been following along. Who do you have in the Super Bowl, and who do you see winning it?
I don't know. I'm gonna go. I feel like Brock Purdy's going to choke against the Eagles' defense, and they're barely going to score. I got Eagles, Bengals, and I got the Bengals winning.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, I have Bengals Niners, although I am rooting for the Eagles as well. It's just that I've been kind of on the Niners for a few weeks now, and I don't want to come off
Mhm.
that pick, so I'm sticking with that one.
I don't see Brock Purdy. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not. He's if the Eagles defense pressures him, because they're not really putting that much on his shoulders, if they can pressure him and take him out the game, they have no shot. But the Eagles defense has been a little. Dak Prescott, when we played them in the regular season, he scored 38 points on them, and that's not the greatest. Eagles have a much better offense than the Cowboys. But I don't think the Chiefs will. I feel like they only have 1.5 receivers. I don't think they have another guy besides Kelsey they can go to and be like, I need you to make a play.
Yeah.
And their Mahomes, his ankle is a little bit hurt. I don't see them winning. And I'm not impressed with their defense either. I feel like the Bengals are a more complete team. And Joe Burrow just knows how to beat Mahomes, just straight up.
Yeah, I'm a big Joe Burrow fan. I think like Joe Mixon's kind of the key for them in the running game
Yes.
because it definitely takes a lot of pressure off of Burrow and those guys at wide receiver. Um, but yeah, I'm big on the Bengals. I actually have the Bengals beating the Niners as well. So we got the same champion, just different opponent.
Yes, sir.
All right. I guess we can maybe go for one last question for you. Uh, see if I can make it a good one for you. So you're in the NFL. Like, who would be your dream number one wide receiver that's in the league today?
Mm, that's a great question. Wow. Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
He
Yeah. I mean, we saw Jefferson have a great year.
he's a very good football player, and nobody can guard him 1-on-1. He'll beat you deep. I
Yeah.
would say Tyreek Hill, but I don't know. Jefferson's his production this year was just out of this world. That was crazy.
So you see yourself doing the gritty in the end zone with him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a
I,
big celebration guy. I'll be like, slap your helmet next play type guy. I don't really get too hostile.
okay. All right. All right. So then, one last question for you: who wins the MVP this year?
That's a great question. Who are the finalists?
So we got Mahomes, Hurts, Jefferson, I think Allen, Burrow.
Josh Allen's not a top 5 quarterback in my opinion. Joe Burrow's good. He's not most valuable. I guess you give credit to Mahomes because he only really has one receiver really to throw to. Um, Justin Jefferson's production was crazy. Jalen Hurts is a great football player. I say it'll be Mahomes or I think it should be Jefferson, but the NFL is not going to give it to a receiver. I think it'll be Mahomes probably because Hurts is good, but if they break down the film, they'll look like Mahomes looks way better than him. Even though Hurts is more of a distribution guy. Mahomes is the offense. Jalen Hurts is like he's a part of it, but he has great receiving core, great running back, best O line in the league. He just does his job. I feel like other quarterbacks could strive and do even better than what he did this year. I'm not taking away the fact that he's a good player, but
Mm-hmm.
it'll be Mahomes or Jefferson. I think it should be Jefferson. What he did was unreal. He's the most valuable, in my
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of right there with you, but we know with the NFL, they look at guys who aren't quarterbacks. You have to have like a really special season, almost break a record, which Jefferson almost did. So
opinion.
I mean, I was glad to see that he was in the finalists, but I kind of agree that it probably goes to Mahomes. But I do hope Jefferson finishes, at least like second or third.
Yes, sir.
Like really recognize how good of a season he actually had. But yeah, so it was cool talking to you for a few moments here. I mean, I feel like two of us we could probably talk football back and forth all day, but kind of let people know, where they can find you on social media. You're in marketing. Give you a moment to market yourself right now.
My name is Logan Cundiff. I'm a 2024 quarterback. I attend Keller Foster Ridge High School. I'm currently a junior. I'll be a senior next year. My Twitter is Logan B. Cundiff, Cundiff. My Instagram is Cundiff, it's just Cundiff, and that's really what I'm on. And then my
Okay.
huddle is just you can look up Logan Cundiff, and so is my 247 Sports profile. You can just look up Logan Cundiff on Safari, Google, and some things will pop up.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely did check out your huddle, profile. Saw some skills because I saw, you know, when you see dual threat quarterbacks, some people think, oh, they probably just run the ball a lot, but nah, you got an arm, you got pocket presence, you know when to take off. So I definitely see, great things for you in the future. I'll definitely be looking out for you when comes time for signing day and all that to see where you end up playing, and hopefully see you in the NFL as well. So,
Yes, sir.
like I said, appreciate you allowing me as well as Sports Empire Network to talk to you for a moment. Uh, hopefully you enjoyed the experience as well. And like I said, definitely be looking out for you in the future. And yeah, I guess with that, have a good one and enjoy senior season as well as track season. 'Cause I think you already said you're on the track team as well.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully, there's big things in your future for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
I
I'll
appreciate your
talk to you.
time. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right.